Good morning, students. My name is S.MANI. I am a STD teacher. Today I am going to teach about 10th standard, History 8th lesson, Nationalism, GHANDHIAN phase. Already I taught this lesson, first of the lesson. Today I am going to teach about second half of the lesson. In this lesson, I would like to explain about Satyagraha's strategy in South Africa. Mahatma Gandhi, he was the nation of the world, nation of India. He developed Satyagraha's strategy in South Africa. Campaigners protested against unjust law. They fought against immigration and racial discrimination. Registration office of the immigration was picketed. Gandhiji and other leaders were arrested. Most of the Indians were considered as indentured labor. Due to efforts of national movement, later indentured labor system was abolished. General Dyer's brutality. British enacted Government Act of 1919. This act, which caused a disappointment for Indians. Two prominent leaders were arrested. For example, Dr. Saibuddin Kitliu, Dr. Satyabal were arrested. Due to arrest of these two leaders, thousands of people assembled in Jallianwala Bagh Park at Amritsar in Punjab on April 13, 1919. It is a park. The park is surrounded by a wall. It has only one entrance. Inside the park, thousands of people assembled. They included women, children, men, aged people, youngsters. All types of people assembled inside the park to protest against the activities of the British. General Dyer, he was the British commander. He heard about the assemblage of the people. He led the British army, came to Jallianwala Bagh Park and sent the army inside the park. There was only one entrance of the park. This park entrance was completely blocked by him. He gave the order to the army for firing. The firing was lasted for 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, according to official report, 379 people were killed. Thousands of people were murdered. Thousands of people were wounded. According to unofficial report, thousands of people were killed. Thousands of people were wounded. In Punjab, British declared martial law. Martial law was declared in Punjab. According to this law, many Indians were suspected and arrested and imprisoned in the prison. After this incident, Rabindranath Tagore renounced his knighthood title. Mahatma Gandhi also renounced his Kaiser High in the medal also. No tax campaign. Gandhiji declared no tax campaign in Bardoli on February 1922. In the after announcement of this program, thousands of students boycotted schools. They came from school, joined in this movement. Thousands of lawyers dropped their practice. They to join this movement. Hundreds of job holders resigned from their service and came to join this movement. They fought against British goods, British missionaries. They attacked the British settlements. No tax campaign. No tax campaign was implemented by Gandhiji. February 5, 1922, procession of 1,000 peasants marched towards Chauri Chaura at Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. They burnt one police station, killed 22 policemen without Gandhiji's permission. After this incident, Gandhiji heard about this incident. Gandhiji wanted to suspend the non-cooperation movement. After suspension of non-cooperation movement, Gandhiji worked for Hindu-Muslim unity. He worked for upliftment of women. He worked for removal of untouchability. Suffragist. Indian National Congress was divided into two groups, such as pro-changers and no-changers. Motilal Nehru, C.R. Das and others, they contested in the election, took participate in the election, won the election, got the seats. They took participate in the government functions, the government parties, the government programs, the government activities. They were called the pro-changers. Staunch follower of Gandhiji. Example, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, C. Rajaji or Rajagopal Achari, and others. They were called no changers because they did not contest the election. They did not attend any government functions and government policies and programs. They did not like to coordinate with the government. They always maintained a non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement. They did not cooperate with the government. They fought against the government, protested against the government activities. Hence they were called no changers. Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das, they formed Swaraj Party 1923. Swaraj Party contested the election, won the election, formed a ministry. Due to death of the C.R. Das in 1925, this party was declined. Constructive program of Gandhi. After Chaur Chaura incident, Gandhiji trained many people's volunteers. After Chaur Chaura incident, Gandhiji trained the volunteers and peoples for non-violent programs. Gandhiji supported Khadi. Gandhiji supported Khadi. Gandhiji supported Hindu-Muslim unity. Gandhiji practiced Gandhiji abolished untouchability. Gandhi wanted to establish All India Spinners Association. All India Spinners Association was formed by him. Forest Act. British government enacted Forest Act 1865. This act restricted access of forest dwellers. This act banned collection of forest products. Forest products included timber, wood, fruits, vegetables, berries, nuts, herbal plants, animal products from the forest. Indian Forest Act was passed in 1878. As per the norms of the Indian Forest Act of 1878, wastelands and fallowlands were considered as a forest. Shifting cultivation in the forest was practiced by tribal people was abolished. This shifting cultivation in the forest was practiced by tribal people was abolished. The system was completely abolished. Then the special Malabar police team was sent to suppress the oppression of, to ban the oppressing of Rambo Adivasis. Gandhi Irwin fact. Gandhi, he was a leader of Indians. He was a representative of India. Lord Irwin, he was the British Governor General. Both Gandhiji and Lord Irwin passed the Gandhi Irwin Fact in 1931. According to principle of Gandhi Irwin Fact of 1931, British abolished the salt law. British released all Indian political prisoners from the prison. They returned confiscated lands to Indians. They permitted coastal villages to prepare salt for consumption. While Gandhi also agreed to suspend the civil disobedience movement, Gandhi agreed to attend the second roundtable conference, which was held in London 1931. Gandhi attended this conference. Second roundtable conference took the decision for separate electorates for minorities like Muslims, Sikhs, Indian Christians, Anglo-Indians, women, and depressed classes. Gandhi did not accept separate electorates for minorities. That's why Gandhi withdrew from the conference. He returned back to India. Once again, he revived civil disobedience movement. That's why British arrested Gandhiji. British banned civil disobedience movement once again. Communal Award and Pune Pact. Ramsay MacDonald, he was the British Prime Minister. He declared communal award. It provided separate electorates for minorities. Minorities included Muslims, Sikhs, Indian Christians, Anglo-Indians, women, and depressed classes. Gandhi, he was not interested to accept this policy. Gandhi would like to accept only joint electorates for common, whereas this policy was accepted by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and M.C. Raja, as they were leader of the depressed classes. Gandhi did not accept this. Gandhi wanted to accept only joint electorates for all people. In order to removal of communal award, Gandhi went on fasting unto his death. Madan Mohan Malaviya, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, they came to approach Dr. B.R. Ambedkar so as to save the life of the Gandhiji. They requested Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to withdraw from this movement. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also accepted. He was ready to withdraw from this movement. He joined Mahatma Gandhiji and signed the Pune Pact 1932 as per the norms of the Pune Pact. Separate electorates for depressed classes separate electorates for minority was cancelled. Joint electorates for all people was accepted. 18% of the seats were reserved for depressed classes also was accepted. Foundation of Communist Party. Foundation of Communist Party. Communist Party of India was founded at Tashkent 1920 by M.N. Roy. M.N. Roy, Abani Mukherjee and others. British took various vigorous steps to suppress this movement. M.N. Roy, Abani Mukherjee and other leaders were also arrested by British. All India Communist Conference was held at Kanpur in 1925. Then it was presided over by M.N. Roy. As a result of this conference, All India Workers and Peasant Party was formed in 1928 due to efforts of this conference. MN Conference, All India Communist Conference, which was held in Kanpur 1925, which was presided over by Singaravelan. Due to efforts of Singaravelan, there was the establishment of All India Workers and Peasants Party 1928. Revolutionary activities. 1924, Hindustan reorganized army. Hindustan reorganized army was formed in 1924 to overthrow the colonial rule. 1925, Ram Prasad Bismil took up train carrying government money and looted in Lucknow. That's why Ram Prasad Bismil and others were arrested and imprisoned in the prison. Later, Bhagat Singh also reorganized this program. HRA program was reorganized by Bhagat Singh. British police adopted Lathi charge. Lala Lajpat Rai was severely assassinated. After this incident, Bhagat Singh and others, they overthrew the smoke bomb inside the Central Legislative Assembly. They shouted, Inqilab Jindabad. Inqilab Jindabad. Long live proletariat. Next, I would like to teach about do or die call by Gandhiji. Do or die call by Gandhiji. Do or die call by Gandhiji. Indian National Congress Committee. Indian National Congress Committee, which met at Bombay on August 8th August 1942 to pass the resolution. As for this resolution, Gandhi said, we shall either free India or die in attempt. We shall not live to see repetition of our slavery. Gandhiji adopted non-violent programs. Gandhiji launched non-violence programs. That's why he was, and other leaders were also arrested and imprisoned in the prison. Role of socialist. Gandhiji and other important leaders were arrested in the prison and imprisoned in the prison. In meantime, Jayaprakash Narayan and Ramnath Misra. Jayaprakash Narayan and Ramnath Misra, they escaped from prison and came out and worked for underground movement for the success of national movement, for work of the national movement. Women activists woman actress Aruna Asafali, Usab Magdav, and other prominent women actresses played a vital role for operation of radio underground movement. They functioned till November 1942. People's response. People also, all types of people, peasants, people's masses, publics, citizens, gave more response towards development of national movement. Peoples took participate in the strikes, bandh, hardals, demonstrations. They fought against the British. They fought against the British settlements. They boycotted British goods. They burnt foreign goods. The system was widely spread in Madras. There was establishment of parallel governments. For example, parallel governments have been established at Satara, United Provinces, Bihar, Orissa and Bengal. Parallel governments. British established parallel governments in Satara, United Provinces, Bihar, Orissa and West Bengal. Direct Action Day called by Muslim League. Direct Action Day called by Muslim League. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he was the leader of the Muslim community. He declared Direct Action Day in 1946. After declaration of this act, after declaration of Direct Action Day, thousands of Muslim peoples also took participate in the strikes, bandh, demonstration, hurdles, strikes. They fought against Indians, which led to conflict in between Muslims and Indians. Muslims and Indians. It was widely spread in many districts of West Bengal, especially Naukali district. Naukali district was mostly affected by this revolt. Mountbatten Plan. Interim government was formed by Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru, he was the first Prime Minister of India. Jawaharlal Nehru only, before he became a Prime Minister of India, Indian government was formed by British. It was under the influence of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, but it was not accepted by Muslim community, Muslim League. Later, Muslim League also was convinced to take part in the government. Liaquat Ali Khan, he was the Muslim representative. He became a finance member, Liaquat Ali Khan. Then later, after end of the Second World War, election was held in England. In this election, Labour Party contested the election. Clement Attlee, he was the leader of the Labour Party. He contested the election. He got majority seats. He won the election. He was going to form the ministry. After he became a Prime Minister of England, he would like to transfer the real power to India in June 1948. That's why he sent Lord Mountbatten as a British representative to India. Lord Mountbatten was sent to India to meet important leaders of Congress. Lord Mountbatten, he went to India. He was a British Viceroy. He talked with the prominent leaders of Indian National Congress. Finally, he announced the Mountbatten Plan or June 3rd Plan. The Mountbatten Plan, which included transfer of power on the basis of dominion status of both India and Pakistan. Transfer the power on the basis of dominion status of both India and Pakistan. Princely states have rights to join either India or Pakistan. Boundary boundary system was established. Boundary system was established under the Radcliffe-Brown. Radcliffe-Brown. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. British Parliament enacted Government of India Act of 1919. This act caused a disappointment for Indians. This act did not transfer the real power to Indians. That's why International Congress people fought against this act. At the time, British passed a Rowlatt Act in 1919. This act which empowered to British police to arrest all suspected inmates and arrested and imprisoned in the prison. Gandhiji called this act as a Black Act. Gandhiji organized an anti-Rowlatt Act on 6th April 1919 all over the country and protested against the activities of the British. At the time, British used a lathi charge. They used lathi charge. Jallianwala used lathi charge. Then two important leaders were arrested. Dr. Saibuddin Kichliu, Dr. Satyabal were arrested due to arrest of two important leaders. Thousands of people assembled in Jallianwala Bagh at Amritsar in Punjab on April 13, 1919. General Dyer heard about this assemblage of the people. General Dyer led the British army, came to inside the park without warning, without giving any information to the people. Simply, he gave the order for firing. Firing was lasted for 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, according to official information, 379 people were killed, thousands of people were wounded. Unofficial report, thousands of people were killed, thousands of people were wounded. Martial law was imposed by British in Punjab. Hundreds of Indians were suspected and arrested and imprisoned in the prison. After this incident, Rabindranath Tagore renounced his knighthood title. Mahatma Gandhi also renounced his Kaiser High Hind Medal. Clavert movement. The First World War was started in 1914. It was lasted in 1918. End of the war, Turkey was defeated. Caliph of Turkey was considered as a leader of the religious movement. He was given harsh punishment by British. In order to protest against the activities of the British, two Ali brothers, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Maulana Sawat Ali, Muhammad Ali Sawat Ali, Muhammad Maulana Azad, two Ali brothers, they formed a Clavert movement in 1919. Gandhiji accepted this movement. Gandhiji saw a Hindu-Muslim unity in this movement. Gandhiji presided over the Clavert movement conference which was held at Delhi in November 1919. Gandhiji supported Saugat Ali's three national slogan. For example, Allahu Akbar, Vande Mataram, Hindu Musliman ki Jai. Non-cooperation movement. International Congress which approved non-cooperation movement in the Calcutta Congress session which was held in September 1920. It was passed by non-cooperation. It was passed by International Congress in the Nagpur Congress session which was held on December 1920. The session was presided over by Salem C. Vijayaraghava Acharya. program of non-cooperation movement which included surrender of all Indians' titles, honors, rewards, awards, jobs, degrees, certificates, everything. Indians followed a non-payment of tax. All the Indians did not participate in the government functions, government parties, government programs and policies also. Government programs and policies. Gandhiji declared non-tax campaign in Bardoli, February 1922. At that time, thousands of students boycotted schools. They had to join this movement. Hundreds of job holders also resigned their post and joined this movement. Thousands of lawyers, Indian lawyers also dropped their practice and joined this movement. On February 5, 1922, procession of 1,000 peasants marched towards Chowra at Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. They burnt one police station and killed 22 policemen without Gandhiji's advice. Gandhiji heard about this incident. After this incident, Gandhiji was totally disappointed. He banned non-cooperation movement. After suspension of non-cooperation movement, Gandhiji worked for Indo-Muslim unity. Gandhiji worked for upliftment of women. Gandhiji worked for removal of untouchability. Simon Commission. British appointed Simon Commission 1927 in order to look after the work of the Government of India Act of 1919. The Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928. It was presided over by Sir John Simon. It consisted of 7 English men, hence they were called a White Man Commission. As this commission had no Indian as a member, that's why it was protested and boycotted by Indians. When Simon Commission came to India, it was welcomed by Indians with hurdles, bandh, strikes, demonstration, black flag demonstrations. Used slogan, "Go back Simon." At that time, British police used lathi charge to beat very severely Lala Lajpat Rai. He was severely wounded, severely assassinated. After this incident, Bhagat Singh also criticized the brutality of the British. Purna Swaraj. International Congress session was held at Lahore on December 1929. This session was presided over by Jawaharlal Nehru. The main aim of this session to attain the independence, to attain the Purna Swaraj, complete independence, immediate ending of the British rule in India. This session, which fought against the Roundtable Conference, this session, Purna Swaraj, which boycotted Roundtable Conference, it encouraged the people no payment of tax. It encouraged for establishment of civil disobedience. 26 January 1930, this day was celebrated as India's Independence Day in India. So Purna Swaraj means complete independence. Immediate ending of the British rule in India. Hand over the real power to the hands of Indians. Congress ministers and their work. British government enacted law in 1935. As per the Act of 1935, new election was held in 1937. In this election, Congress contested the election, won the election. Congress secured 7 out of 11 provinces, for example, Madras provinces, Bombay provinces, Bihar provinces, Orissa provinces, North-West frontier provinces, Central provinces, United provinces, North-West frontier provinces, Central provinces, United provinces, Bihar provinces, Orissa provinces, Madras provinces, Bombay provinces, 7 provinces were secured by Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress got 7 out of 11 provinces. That's why it got majority seats and formed a ministry. When Congress ruled the country, Congress reduced the minister's salary from 2,000 to 500. Congress government, which gave more importance for welfare of working class of the industrial laborers. Working class of the industrial laborers. Temple entry legislation was positive. They gave more special steps towards education and public health. Education and public health. So I think today I am going to complete this lesson. In this lesson, I taught about Satyagraha as a strategy in the South Africa, General Dare's brutality, no tax campaign, Swarajist, constructive program of Gandhiji, Gandhi Forest Act, Gandhi Event Fact, Communal Award and Pune Pact, foundation of Communist Party, then revolutionary activities, do or die called by Gandhiji, role of socialist, people's response for the successful operation of the national movement, direct action day called by Muslim League, Mountbatten Plan or June 3rd Plan, 1947, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, which was happened on April 13, 1919, Clapper Movement 1919, Non-Cooperation Movement 1920, Simon Commission, appointment of Simon Commission 1927, arrival of Simon Commission 1928, Purna Swaraj, December 1929, Congress ministers formed government in 1937. This is a very important lesson. Already I taught the first part of this lesson. Today I explained the second part of the lesson. It's a very important lesson. Please, all students, give your special attention towards this lesson to learn more. If you have any doubt, please call me. We are ready to explain all your doubts. Thank you very much for your sincere efforts towards this program.